Pretties, welcome back to Pretty Incorporated. We are loving on ourselves and shining our light on the world. I am Germany, and on today I'm going to be talking all about nutrition labels. Let me clear this up. I am not a dietitian. I am not a doctor. I am not like a dietary person you go see for your health. I'm just someone who has had to learn over the last 4.5 years, 5 years, going on 5 years, of how to read a nutrition label, what to look for, and the things to really for me to pay attention to for my body and my health and things like that. So I'm going to talk about those things, just give you all some tips on how to look at them and how to read them. So let's get to it. Show you all two nutrition labels. I'm going to show you one of a healthy nutrition label, and I'm going to show you one that you're going to have to really pay attention to and some things to look for. So I'm going to put up on the screen this nutrition label, and the first one I'm showing you is a protein shake. I drink protein shakes. All of us have to get in protein. Protein is something that we all really need. And so when looking at this label of this protein shake labels, we see that at the top it has the serving size. You want to pay attention to the serving size. The serving size tells you how many servings are in this one container. Okay, and so as we see, it says it's 1 serving per container. So you can have, this is only 1 serving and you're only getting 160 calories. Now, if this was 2 servings in this one shake, that means you will get more than 160 calories. That's 2 different servings, so it's doubled. So 160 will turn into 320, and it will turn into 320 calories. So you have to be mindful of that. And then if you see the protein, that will turn into 60 grams of protein. Okay, so if you had 2 servings, so when you're eating something, the serving size just determines the number of calories you are actually going to eat. And too many calories per day, they talk about obesity and overweight and then just gaining weight and things like that. So we want to be mindful of the serving size. So right now this shake is good. We only have 1 serving, so we're going to drink this 1 shake. When we drink this 1 shake, we're going to get 160 calories. And the next thing, that's the only thing you want to make sure too, because calories are also energy, and that's how much we're feeling our body and the energy we're getting from the food. And so then it gets down to the nutrition. So the nutrition you want to focus on are total fat, total carbs, sugars is something I pay attention to, and protein. I need sodium because I don't get enough salt in my food, or I don't have enough sodium. So a lot of that stuff I don't really pay attention to, or the cholesterol, unless there was a health concern that I had to pay attention to, but I don't. Right now I just pay attention to how much fat I'm getting, the total carbs I'm getting, the amount of sugar in something, and the protein, because those are important things to me. So with total fat, right now this is a good amount of fat. You only have 3 grams of fat, which is great. Then you get a total carbs. That's how many that. So it's 5. But within total carbs, you are getting also dietary fiber, which is something we all need to pay attention to. Definitely fiber, which is 3 grams of fiber, helping us to gain that regulation and being regulated with our bodies to move and do all those things. And then total sugars, great, absolutely great. 1 gram of sugar. You do not want to eat anything more than 12 grams of sugar. You want to really be mindful of that and make sure you are only eating things low in sugar to help not to get fatigue and all that. Just sugar just spikes your insulin and take your blood. It just do so much to the body. It's not really good. Protein, a great amount of protein, and so you get 30 grams. So that is great to have. And so protein, again, is just to build muscle, gaining muscle, keeping us toned, keeping us tight and right, things like that. Carbs, we do need carbs to help fuel us, give us energy. We do need that dietary fiber to help us go to the restroom and use the bathroom and things like that. And we want to have that fat also to be able to get in some good fat and all of that stuff. So things like that. So that is a good nutrition label far as all the nutrition facts are really healthy, not a lot of calories. You're good if you're trying to be in a calorie deficit. Definitely do protein shakes. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is about, these are some rolls. I love Sister Schubert's rolls. Y'all, I love them. I love them. I love them. They are my weakness, like really bad. But as we look at this nutrition label for these rolls, we see that in this exact pack, there are 20 rolls that come inside of this pack of rolls, this bag of rolls. And so your serving size is 1 roll. You are only allowed 1 roll in a day when you get ready to eat. You are only allowed 1 roll. If you are like me, you have about 2 rolls. So you have 8 over the serving size. So you have doubled the calories that you have ate. So the calories right now for 1 roll is 140 calories. If I add another roll, the total calories would be 280 calories, right? So we see the fat is 4 grams. So if I add another roll, it doubles to 8 grams. The total carbs are 22 grams. If I eat another one, that's going to be 44 grams. Then that's going to go up on my sugar, which is going to make 8 grams. And then my protein, you get 4. Luckily, you're getting that 4. But we see here, carbs are really high. And you can subtract the sugar, and there's no fiber really in here. But you can just subtract that total grams of sugar and the added grams of sugar. That's about 8. You really didn't lose nothing, So it didn't really go down much. It's still high in carbs. And so, if you're counting carbs, you're like, well, if you was supposed to have about 22 carbs a day, then you just missed that mark. Now me, like, in eating 2 pieces of bread, and then if you eat 2 of them, that's 44. So say if I had for me, I'm supposed to get in 100 grams of carbs a day. That's almost a quarter of what I just ate. About 75% of almost, of what I ate. Not even 75, but a quarter about what I ate. What I ate in my carb. Girl, the math obviously ain't math. Excuse my non-calculations. So we have to be mindful. And then if you can go so far as cut that bread in half. 1 roll, cut it in half. Make it feel like you got 2 pieces, or just cut 1 roll and just have 1 piece. So we have to think about those things. So when it comes to, and then I also learned when I was doing keto, is something I also do with reading the nutrition label, is that's when you get to subtracting the carbs and the net carbs, the carbs and all that stuff to get net carbs and things like that. So say like if I were to have this, say the total carbs in here is 22, and then there is the total sugars was about 10. So I'm gonna subtract 10 from the the total carbs, and so that sugar, and so I'm gonna be left with having 12 grams of carbs. So that's a lot of times what you do when you're looking at carbs and things like that. You want to subtract the carbs from the amount of sugar and the included sugar that you have to get your net carbs of the actual carbs that is inside of what you're eating. So this is just a little quick tip, learning about nutrition labels, really paying attention to like your total fats, your carbs, and your protein, and things like that. All of those nutritions and the sugar. And especially paying attention to the sugar is a big thing, because you don't want anything high in sugar and all of that stuff, because again, insulin spikes and then your blood sugar levels, all those type of things, it can make you sick, make you feel bad. So that was just a quick little video that I wanted to give you all, just talking about nutrition labels, and then just making sure you are conscious of how to read them. Little quick and easy tip video to say, you know what, I know a little bit about nutrition labels, I can keep trying, keep building, keep doing more research on it. So that was just a little snippet of reading nutrition labels. Alright, pretties, so I appreciate you girls for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Pretty family, because we are only getting bigger from here. I thank you girls, and I will see you in the next video.